You can be evil to every damn body you meet. And straight away, you can even try to kill me. Because that's the evil side. Okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna eat your ears. Okay?
Here we go. We're back. And hopefully with a lot less lag this time around. Yes, it took longer than 3 minutes. I got it. Let's see. I spoke to them. Let's speak to Waljeff. Camilla. Nothing new. Alright.
Did you talk to your advisor?
Not yet. Talking to Sela. Nothing new. And who else? Darren. Nothing new. Alright, let's see here. Where are the advisors supposed to be? Leotor Hawkblade? Is he an advisor?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh yeah. I've talked to Damon about the estate. He is going to celebrate his birthday at Heaven's Edge, so we can go there as guests. A celebration? That is far from ideal. It will be rather inconvenient for me to conduct the investigation with all the guests around. Thank you, nonetheless, Commander. When you decide to go to the estate, I will join you. For the sake of hindsight. Oh yeah, I talked to Terabay and Queen Galfrey, and I don't think I talked to Arabeth yet.
Move out.
Horgus Worm.
Oh, did you talk to him?
Here we go. Horgus Worm has been expecting you, thumb stuck in his belt. There you are. I've been waiting. As you see, I too have joined the crusade. I don't know how to swing a sword, but war is costly, and I have money. Besides, my intellect and business sense may prove useful even on the battlefield. Besides, I believe... Horgus shifts awkwardly from foot to foot. I believe I owe you an apology. The way I behaved was rude, ill-mannered. You are an honest and honorable person. You have clawed your way up from the bottom of society to the title of Knight Commander, and you are friends with Queen Galfrey herself. Such persistence deserves respect. Horgus tilts his head in a brief acknowledgement of your merits. Please allow me to give you this magic amulet from my humble personal treasury to mark our future cooperation. Amulet of Blackened Mirror. Oh, and now I guess I could talk to him now. Tell me the story. Well, no, I have to go. I want to see what this is. New toy.
What does it do?
From oldest to newest. Right. When the wearer of this amulet uses a hex, the DC of the saving throw against it is increased by 1, which means it was never meant for me. It's meant for Camilla. So I gave her a bone amulet. No, I didn't give her this. She's just always had it. Yeah, this is locked. She has this. I can't unequip it.
Give it again.
Sure, if that works.
Of course, it's not the only hex person you have.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I can't do it, so I will just give it to Ember. Whenever she gets a new hex. Lag disappeared, so that's something.
Head on.
Hillor. Right. Hiller nods approvingly. You've earned the title of Commander. Canabras still stands thanks to you, but you'll have to be doubly on your guard. Your Eminence places a target on your back, and there are assassins about. Killing a high-ranking crusader would bring a demon far more prestige than killing a common soldier. Not long ago, I stymied a few of the Spinner of Nightmare's attempts on the lives of influential crusaders, so I know what I'm talking about. Who was the elf that was talking to you? She didn't introduce herself, but she was greatly interested in the volunteers that had joined the army. She thought I might know the elf she was looking for from my mercenary contacts. But I couldn't tell you any more than that. She never shared his name. Do you know anything about a Pathfinder named Phineas Dismar? Wait, no, I asked him this already. Yeah. I guess I didn't save.
The one you popped out.
Yeah. Because I'm sure I talked to him already on all this. Let's see. Which influential crusaders did you save from the Spinner of Nightmares? I'd been hunting the Spinner of Nightmares for over a year. My agents, by the time I'd created a proper network, reported to me that she'd returned to Neurocene. I immediately suspected that she was planning a great atrocity. By that time, I'd learned all too well that the Spinner was master of illusions and charms. That's why I never left the house without this. Hiller takes a monocle from his pocket and puts it on carefully. This is the Eye of Truth, and allows me to see through illusions. My friend got it from the priests of Nephis. However, neither this monocle nor my network of agents were adequate to prevent the attacks. And we were nearly too late. The Spinner of Nightmares decided to strike at the Cruciform Cathedral. They had gathered to celebrate the victory of the First Crusade. It was a great holiday, and there was a lavish ceremony at the cathedral. An influential priest, Amphicletus, was in charge of the festivities. They were intending to crown him with a tiara, a symbol of his high status. But the sacred tiara had been replaced. The Spinner had obtained an Incutilus, a sentient and rather ominous cephalopod from the other end of the world. She'd raised it from an elver and trained it carefully, and she cast an illusion on it so that everyone would see it as a tiara. The moment its shell was placed on Amphicletus's head, the cephalopod would release its tentacles and penetrate the priest's skull. Its poison would seep into his brain, and it would seize control over Amphicletus's dead body. Fortunately, we were able to stop this madness in time. I spotted the spinner of nightmares in the crowd, chased her down, and we ended up crossing swords on the roof of the cathedral. I nearly defeated her, but she fled upon a giant stallion, which was able to run across the air as if it were on the ground. I was so close to catching her. She'd suffered a setback, but I let her escape. Hiller's bitter and angry smile shows he hasn't made peace with his failure. Why can't we have his portrait? He has a good portrait. Hiller? I see his portrait. It should be showing. Oh, why can't we have it? Oh, I get it. Well, you see, we're not allowed to have nice things because somebody will come along and ruin it for everybody.
Next game.
No, it won't even be next game. Like, we can't... There's a few portraits from Kingmaker we can't have. We can have the King Aravetti. Who wants that? Nobody. Alright, let's see. I think I already did the whole thing where I asked him to tell me about the... Let's see. Yeah. Tell me how it all began. Yeah, I read this. I read all this.
Yeah.
The hell? Let's see. Which influential crusaders did you save? I believe he just said that. Yeah. Yep. Alright. And then it's on to asking to be retrained or something else.
You're not ready for that. Right.
Yeah, I have no intention of retraining yet. Yet. I'm not saying it's never going to happen. Arabeth, you got anything new to say? Nope. Okay. I believe that's it for the advisors. Can talk to Horgus Worm.
What about Nora?
The librarian? Yeah, I went into her tent. She's got nothing new to say.
You didn't talk to her yet?
No, I talked to her. She's got nothing new to say. Let's see. Horgus Worm. Let's see. Alright. I'm listening, Knight Commander. Tell me the story of Horgus Worm again. I will repeat it if you ask, but you know it all already. And I'll only repeat it out of respect for you. I prefer to recall the story as infrequently as possible. My real name is Darian White, or Wit. My parents were the servants of the real Worms. Oh yeah, we did already read all this. Yep.
Nothing new?
Yeah, nothing new. Yeah, this is all old. Like, what's it like to live your entire life under someone else's name? Let's see. I already read all this too.
Okay. And no Cavaliers came in yet.
Yeah. Let's see. Aren't you No, I'm not gonna threaten them. Why have you decided to support the crusade now? With all due respect, that's none of your business. I have my reasons. Perhaps I felt a rush of patriotism when Canabras was destroyed. Anyway, why would you think I never supported the Crusaders? Perhaps I simply don't like to brag about my donations. Ostentatious charity only attracts beggars. I'd wager that Arabeth has no idea whose money she's spending on drinks and supplies. Why did you hide the fact that Camilla is your daughter? Didn't I tell you this at the mansion? It's because her mother, Iris, was a lowly half-elf who looked after my garden. I always wanted to join the Gwyrm name with another noble family. The Gwyrm legacy must not be mixed with common blood and vanish into obscurity. Iris didn't mind, and we managed to hide our relationship. When Camilla was born, I did not claim her as my own. To all of Mendev, Camilla is the daughter of a lowly servant who died over a decade ago. And before you start telling me what a terrible father I am, yeah, he said this all before. That I won it for nothing, all her whims were fulfilled as quickly as they arose. Had the best teachers, bought the best books. Yeah. Let's see. How did Camilla's mother die? Horgus pierces you with a long, heavy stare. I'm not going to tell you about that. Some things ought to remain private. What can you tell me about Count Daron Arende? The nobles of Canabras should be acquainted with each other, shouldn't they? He is a brilliant young man with a brilliant pedigree. And that story of his, the nobility, is the glue that keeps our society together. I suppose that is why demons so often choose their estates as primary targets. Who would notice the demons' bloody massacres if they only slaughtered poor country folk? The Arende family shared the tragic plight of the Gwyrms. Along with many other members of the nobility, they fell victim to a treacherous attack during a major celebration taking place at their family estate. I hadn't received an invitation and was slightly insulted by the snub, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. The gods saved me from a terrible fate. All the guests died that day from a magical demonic disease. I sympathize with the Count deeply. He has endured so much, and it's no wonder he keeps himself aloof from me. I think this is due to the fact that Horgus Gwyrm's fate so resembles his own, and we both have to relive those horrible memories whenever we see each other. Alright, I have to go. I think that's everything. So I'm going to do something relatively dumb.
You're going so.
Yeah. Saved. Go to Sela. Take Radiance off her hands. And I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna go back to Canabras. Did you rest though? Oh, right. That thing you told me I should do before I head out again.
Oh, your corruption is up.
Yeah, my corruption is up.
You're ready. You're ready to drop. Become a madman. And kill
No,
people.
I'm barely at one level of corruption, but still.
And you didn't bring nothing to help you out. No religion personnel here. Not even your little
Sela's
brother.
religious.
Not even your little brother.
Sela is religious.
You didn't
Literally,
bring her?
yes, I did. I bring her with me all the time.
Oh, so you're not soloing.
No, you just said it, and I didn't feel like arguing with you.
I said if you were soloing.
The stupid thing I'm doing is going to backtrack all the way to Canabras because I forgot there's the other dwarven brother who said that he was gonna help restore radiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go back and do that. I forgot to do that.
He's not there.
I lead.
He should
You
be.
follow.
No discipline, no chain of command. A queen who trusts anyone off the street? This is a circus, not a crusade. It is an enigma to me how Mendev has functioned up until now.
He's in Dresden. Oh, okay. Well, that saves me from doing that stupid thing of wasting time going all the way back. Fuck.
Did you get rid of him already?
No. I mean, it's not like Radiance does a whole lot on its own anyway. Let's see. Underground hideout. It would be hard to spot the narrow passage leading under the ground, even if it wasn't concealed. Before the demon invasion, sorcerers hid here, helping their brethren flee from Sarkoris to more hospitable lands. Their organization fell into obscurity long ago, but someone continues to hide the entrance from curious eyes. It was a DC 15. There was no chance of failure. Wendelog's got a perception of 14. Even a nat 1, I could have made this. But that aside, I should really go back to the army part of this game. Huh? Mounted scouts. 50 of them. Alright. By researchers. What do we got here? Energy points, material points, and finances. Is it like in Pathfinder Kingmaker, I'll get passive increase of finances as time goes by?
No.
Shit.
It's relied on depending on your the places your army finds and you find. And control of the map.
Right, then I'll have these.
And then the bases you build.
I'll have these mounted scouts. What do they do? Could features and abilities.
Do they need a general?
Yes, they do. I'm going to have them go join the my spellcaster general. Oh shit, Demon Army 7. The fuck am I supposed to beat that?
What's extra? What's your level now? 4?
Merge. Take. Alright. Let's see.
Rangers, archers. Yeah. Vocabulary charge. Shield. Sword.
Go forward here.
Soldiers, ready!
Yeah, I don't think I can do this.
Caster,
It's a
ready!
pointless quest, but you should still go for the EXP. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm like, because I'm a little under 50 to a level up. Just wanted to go up just to make sure I wasn't going to run to look into the armies. There's an army. Oh shit. It's Army 5. I'm probably going to be loading the game.
Yeah, one person's gonna take him down.
So the enemy has ghouls, cultist fighters, and cultists. See, the ghouls do negative levels damage though, so going to use stone ice bomb on 28. Okay. This one does more damage. Stone throw. For 1 damage. Beautiful. You gotta love it.
He can crit.
That's the problem. Move down. Let's see. Unavailable. Use Smite Evil on the ghouls. And then just stay here. Ice Bomb the ghouls. Because everybody else is kind of secondary compared to dealing with these things. Because they're the ones that that nerf my stats. Alright. Can't do anything else other than attack. Alright. Alright, they're down. Let's deal with... I guess deal with the army of cultists now. Okay. Oof. Heal up my clerics. Go back to taking down. Alright. Overall, this fight's gone in our favor a lot more than I would have originally expected. Thanks to the use of the abilities and whatnot. Oh, you can shoot twice. Sweet. Alright. Let's see. Heal up the soldiers here. Smackdown. No, that's a waste. Just do damage. He's barely even taking down my units now. This is good. Heal up. Done. 5 arm. Demon army, 5 strength, no problem. Lost 5 clerics, 4 footmen. Replenished 5 clerics and 4 footmen in the infirmary. Alright, good stuff. The cultists protected their caravan of valuable supplies to the death, but the Crusaders prevailed. It seems that the demon worshippers plundered the treasures from nearby Sarkorian ruins. Gained 1,500 finance points. And he leveled up. Alright, so... Well, what does this archer gain? Defensive training, offensive training 2. So upgrade the offensive training. Get Master of Maneuver. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're saying that's like the best ability. What's this do? Increase the maximum size of the army by 1 per... Yeah.
More men, more.
Yeah, you do true humanoid tactics. Just bum rush. Alright.
More body. I don't need a body.
That aside. Army with the Hell Knights.
What did they do?
Oh no, the army with the Hell Knights is literally like a pseudo reserve unit. I just have a bunch of extra guys piled together, and I have them go over to load up onto any other of my 2 main armies. In this case, I'm giving them the 5 clerics in addition to what they already have. I'm hoping, well, I was hoping it would just add on, but that's not happening. Oh well, there it is. So now we got 24 clerics and 7 Hell Knights in this unit. Alright. All's well.
No general.
No. This is the general. This is the one with the general. Like I said, there's a little group with no general, and I have them running around joining the groups that do. I'm going to have them go back to Canabra, or close to Canabras, to unite with anybody that, needs more units. The first army's got a spellcast. I'm going to have them go take on this army of flies. Hopefully things work out well. Now, with that out the way, let's save and go into this underground hideout. How do I get to the underground hideout? Whatever. Let's go to the inconspicuous camp first. There's a garrison in the way. Oh! Okay, I'll take that out. First things first. What's here? Elven notes. Oh, alright, sweet. And a unit someone called a Krenak. Oh boy. Krenak. The aged kobold sitting by the small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapon or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Oof. Looks like it struck someone. Greetings, my name is Krenuk. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly, without the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick roasting over the fire. Dinner will be ready soon. Alright. Who are you? As I've already mentioned, my name is Krenuk, at your service. The kobold offers a short bow, an unusual gesture for one of his kind to make. As a rule, kobolds do not express their respect to anyone other than dragons. I am a traveler and a friend to the crusade. I can be your friend too, if you are tolerant toward kobolds. Krenuk utters the word tolerant with shocking ease, as if he is something other than the narrow-minded and savage subterranean beast you expect him to be. Kobolds are infamous for worshipping dragons and despising all other races, and few of them would even understand the concept of tolerance, let alone subscribe to it. Wait, what did you just say? Tolerant? Are you sure you're a kobold? Ah, so you saw through my disguise. Krenuk tried to mislead you with sweet words, and then ambush you. The kobold utters a loud hiss, which then morphs into an amused chuckle. Of course I'm a kobold. Trust me, you are not the first to be shocked after hearing me speak and realizing that I'm not going to rob or kill you. I'm lucky. If representatives of other races want to be seen as intellectuals or decent conversationalists, they have to read a lot of books, refine their manners, possess a passing knowledge of classical theater, and douse themselves in fine perfume. Whereas in my case, all I have to do is not lunge at you with a spear or hiss every other word. Was it you who left me that note? The kobold shrugs. Of course. Who else could it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I can provide. Not at the bonfire. What are you cooking? Judging by its ears and hind legs, it's a hare. The kobold casts a dubious glance at the animal's mouth, which boasts a set of huge teeth. Or maybe it's a tiger. Depends on your point of view, I suppose. Don't try to be cute, kobold. It doesn't suit you. You ninny. I'm as charming as they come. What do you want? What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your cause, so I would like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you? The kobold stops and looks at you expectantly. How exactly can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot, and a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor is a kobold, the merits are not so obvious, but you're in luck. This kobold right here has extensive knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful someday. After some thought, he nods toward the campfire. One more thing I have to offer is this hare, after it's cooked. Right? How do you know so much about demons? Krenuk gives you a long and heavy look. I've had some experience with them. I don't want to go into the details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short and not even hostile encounter with them, I stopped eating meat for several years. What's the catch? You know what? No. Thank you. We would appreciate any help. Say I'm not interested in continuing this conversation or attack. I'd better kill you just in case. Thank you. We would appreciate any help. Pernuk nods agreeably. Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, the traveler carefully cuts off 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one into his toothy maw, while graciously offering the other to you. A strange animal for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the world wound mask everything an illusion. Harmless-looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads. And sometimes your enemies can look like your friends. Pernuk squints and looks deeply into your eyes. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes, and you realize they are actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person, you tie them up, and then you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor? Are you talking about someone specific? Let's see. Good. Those who have lost their way must be saved. We need to help them return to the path of righteousness. Oh God. It's so over the top. Goodness. It makes you want to gag. Ugh. Alright.
Is that your real name?
No. Oh. Let's see. Lawful. Every traitor must be executed. There's no other way.
So you won't get...
No. Let's see. Chaotic. I try to find out what would force the traitor to reveal the truth of about their real masters. Then do whatever that is. Evil. I would torture the traitor for days and make them beg for mercy. And number 6. There are no spies among the Crusaders. Like, goddamn. You look at someone and be like, do you trust them? I trust everyone. It's like what about that knife in your back? Well, I mean, they didn't stab it that deep.
It's still good. It's still good. Their hand is still on it. It's like the second.
Yeah, he's waving at you. I trust him. Oh man, I'm not that bad. Okay, so what should I say? Try to find out what would force the traitor to reveal the truth about their real masters, then do whatever that is. I'll be over the top good.
Are you sure that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be over the top good. Those who have lost their way must be saved.
There we go. A mistake. Okay.
Nah. It's either that or the chaotic choice. So far, that's been what I'm leaning towards the whole game through. Like, when the demons came and were like, what is this? And it's like, I don't know, but it looks like it's going to be fun for me. Not for you, though.
I don't know what you're going to...
Let me see. Yeah, it's like a toss-up for me. Either good or chaotic here. Yeah, I'm thinking chaotic. Yeah, I'll just do chaotic. I try to find out what would force the traitor to reveal the truth about their real masters, then do whatever that is. The kobold grins. What if you have to threaten them with the death of their family? Or what if you have to grant mercy to someone truly despicable? You don't have to answer. I can tell by your eyes that you're willing to do whatever it takes. And that is correct. If you catch a villain, don't rush to put a noose around their neck. First, learn everything they have to tell you. As for principles and morality, you better stuff them into your deepest pocket, and don't bandy them about without good reason. I liked your answer. You obviously think with your head, and don't just parrot the instructions of others. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that are stolen by Descarites from Baphomets, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while another lies by the entrance to the citadel. Where did you learn that? Gossip, hearsay. Gossip, hearsay. The world is an ocean of chatter, and I am quite a skilled fisherman. Well, that is valuable information. Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time. Cracking his knuckles, Kernuck gives you an inquisitive look. I hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I've seen it happen before. I lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Can you even imagine? The kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk. I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Will you tell me? Kernuck clears his throat and starts talking in a sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard. I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And of course, we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying our power. Once, long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising them the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of souls lost. It was like that until our leader, Ermak, came to power. She was a principled and proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to hell. So she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbors at the devil's instigation. Epidemics broke out, then our slaves rebelled. They came after their former masters in the dead of night. Our clutches of eggs were ravaged, our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. The slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chasing us down through the caves and mine shafts, level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we all we saw around us was darkness. And lurking in that darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. After raising his voice dramatically, Kernuk suddenly stops. Then he adds with a teasing smile, I think this moment is enough of a cliffhanger to stop here. I've got suspicions about you. I'd like to know more about you. I'd like to know more about... No, I guess. Yeah, I'd like to know more about you. I'm flattered, but what's so special about me? I've never accomplished any feats on the battlefield. I don't know any special crafts. And I don't even belong to an exotic species. I don't have the slightest idea what you find so interesting about me. Remind me who you are. As I've already mentioned, name is Kernuk, at your service. Let's see. Yep. I'm a traveler and a friend to the crusade. Yeah, he already says all that. What do you do? I'm a traveling bard. And I can... Right. And I can already foresee your next question. How does a bard, who also happens to be a kobold, manage to earn a living? All the civilized races of Avestan know that when you encounter a kobold, the best course of action is to smash its skull, trample it with a horse, then burn the remains just in case. Well, the prejudice that civilized people have regarding my kind is quite understandable. Our infamy as robbers and murderers is more than deserved. So, just imagine the spectacle in any tavern when an articulate kobold in decent clothes shows up, offering to share a story or two for a few coins and a mug of ale. I assure you, no matter how big of a deal you are here, if we drop by any tavern in Andoran, all eyes will be on me. I am an exotic oddity. Alright? Why did you decide to come here to the World World? I just don't like it when the residents of the lower planes get involved in the lives of mortals. I firmly believe that we don't need any advisors to help us handle our own affairs. And we need overlords even less. You're different from other kobolds. So you were expecting this stupid kobold to praise dragons and boast about his exploits. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm trying to read this hissing. Kernuk grins mischievously. My life has given me many opportunities to communicate with beings from the other races, so I found a common language with them. I have no more questions. That's good, because I'm starting to run out of answers. I have a question about demons. You mentioned you know a lot about them. My humble knowledge is at your disposal. What is the demon's main weakness? It's a fact that they are hostages of their own nature. And by their nature, demons are just a bunch of mad apes, a grotesque parody of ordinary chaos. You don't need to make a bunch of apes angry. You just give one of them a banana and arm the other with a stick. They'll kill each other without your direct intervention. How do you know so much about demons? Kernuk gives you a long and heavy look. I've had some experience with them. Oh yeah. This is the mention where his meeting with them made him stop eating meat for a while. Alright. Do you know anything about wounds inflicted by demons that first appear, then disappear, and later reappear again? Do I need to resort to platitudes such as the weirdest tricks can be expected from demons, or can I just skip that part? I've never heard anything like you're describing, but new sorts of nasty stuff appear in the world wound every day. However, if we think about it some more, don't you think that this wound doesn't cause enough trouble to be something the demons did to you on purpose? When you're hit by the magic of the abyss, you know instantly that death is coming your way, and fast.
Everyone say something to do.
Everything is clear to me now. That's a bold statement. Okay.
Damn. You know.
I like this guy.
Coming. Straight away and roll, because you gonna feel it and never let you out.
Alright. I'd like to hear the story of your travels. It's a long one, but which part would you like to know? Try. Oh, right. He stops at the cliffhanger. Alright, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I remember. This is kind of like what happened with that one Pathfinder in Kingmaker. She told a story, but she wouldn't go into details until you started proving yourself, which basically just meant going further in the main story. Alright. Have you heard about my unusual powers? I've heard you're either extremely lucky or quite the opposite. You survived the massacre in Canabras just to spearhead a new suicide mission. On the other hand, you survived then, and most likely you will survive now. Good luck in this noble endeavor. Alright, I have to go. Good luck. I believe you'll need it.
Another impossible thing. Well, okay. And you're successfully saved alive.
Alright, let's just go fill up the rest of this map as much as possible. Yeah, no, there's nothing really new here. Alright, that's everything. Let's get out of here. There's no experience to be had. Alright. Set. I'm guessing that's the garrison I need to go through in order to get to the hideout. So, let's do it. What the hell is in Chili Creek? Visit Jernag in Chili Creek.
That would be the first, not Abadar cleric, the one that was teaching Abadar. Little Abadar.
Visit Cold Waters. Fishing.
It's just out.
Yeah, I found it now. The young cleric of Eristil asked us to go there. Alright. But first things first, let's clear out that one garrison.
Can you do it?
We're about to find out. And remember that I did not save. It is a pack of demons. What is this demon called? Incubi. Ah, okay. So that's the look they're going for incubi. Alright, well let's get started. What do they do exactly?
Charm! Bang!
Seek, charge, crushing despair. Demons obsessed with inflicting pain and the violent gratification of their sexual desires are unmatched in finding their victims' soft spots and bringing them unbearable suffering. That's quite charming, as this phrase goes. Let's finish these guys off quick then. Stone Call. Whack. Let's shoot this tough guy here. There's 3 left of them. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, it's Scorching Ray. And the rest are just spamming Crushing Despair. Alright, I gotta right-click this. Target unit receives a -2 penalty to attack, a -5 penalty to initiative, and a -30 penalty to combat morale.
Woo!
Oh, the Hell Knights are on horseback. Sweet. Let's see what good they do. They have immunity to mind-affecting effects. Here we go. Charge. Alright, we'll have you cast Smite Evil on this guy. This is the next one in the line. Because I can't cast healing on anybody. Alright, just move up. Alright. Attack. Hell Knight attack. That's one dead incubi.
Blade of Chaos.
And they killed the clerics. God damn, I hate the Scorching Ray ability. When it's not me using it. This is not looking like it's going to end well at all. Not even in the slightest.
You're going to go for kill?
Yeah, I'm going to reset this. This whole fight was a mistake. I'm not ready to take on this garrison. Oof.
With mages like that.
Yeah, he got fucking smashed. This was terrible.
We're demons! We can crush the humans!
Yeah, all that Crushing Despair really got to them. Oh, nope. That's the wrong save file.
There. Chuck into the pole vault.
Did I finish? Yeah, alright. So it saves the part where I finished talking to them. Let's get out of here. Save. Should I try to go down to Chili Creek then? Yeah. You gotta get past the demon army that consists of one elementals of each type. Totally doable. Skip the day.
Wanna beat on me too?
Yeah. already blew up the fire or the air elementals. Now the fire elementals are done. Next is the water and the earth. Speed up here. Air one's next. See if a scorching ray can blow up these earth elementals. One of them. Next. Sure. Try to destroy this earth elemental since there's only one left. Are you kidding me?
Your solo climbs the mountain just to vanquish it.
No, they're horribly out. They're horribly outnumbered at this point. They're not even making a dent in my army.
Oh no.
I mean, this earth elemental is giving me some trouble, but like, I think I'm doing something to it. Like, it says I'm doing damage, but like, how many times do I have to hit it before this one last one is down for good? There, finally. Done.
Don't get those elemental cores!
Is that even in this game?
Yeah. This probably gonna be more magic points. For arcane plays.
Heal.
So.
Heal again. And one left. There. Alright, I lost 6 scouts and 15 footmen, and that's exactly what I got back. Good stuff. Remember, you have Scorching Ray. I did remember, and I used it all up at the very beginning. The Scorching Ray took out the air elemental right away. Let's see, after pacifying the elementals, the soldiers found the remains of a cultist sorcerer in the middle of a broken summoning circle. Despite his apparently outstanding magical power, he was unable to control the raging spirits he had brought into existence. His stiff fingers were still clenching the horrendous flail he used as a weapon. Okay. The item is called Tyranny of the Mind. Or Tyranny of Mind. Alright, let's see here. A +2 flail. I'm sorry, +2 heavy flail, two-handed weapon. Let's see, it can only be wielded by non-good characters. Each time the wielder lands a hit, they make a will. The enemy makes a will save.
Well, you got 2 of those.
And they make a will saving throw DC 13. Or become affected with the equivalent of the Dominate Person spell for 1 round. Okay, for 1 round. If a good character wields this weapon, they become permanently confused even after they unequip it. This effect can be removed by Remove Curse spell DC 15. So it's a cursed item.
Did you actually put it on your character yet?
Oh, no, I didn't put it on my character. My character's good. I'm not dumb. I read items before I put them on.
Okay. So Wonderwall, Darren, and Camille.
Yeah, but it's a melee strength weapon, and Darren's working with a strength of 7, so that's a bad idea. Camilla could wear it. Maybe. It's not really sure. It says her alignment's undetectable. If we're gonna be fair, it's probably better safe to assume she's good, so I don't want to curse her. So we're gonna move on. You can give it to Regil. He has 2 weapon fighting, so he's already missing out on his whole class features. I don't know. No, hold on, let me save. Just in case it turns out that lawful evil alignment of his is fake and he's actually good. It could happen. Nope.
No change?
No change.
Well, you gonna give it to your neutral good guy? That's a healer?
No, why do I need him to be permanently confused? He's already useless as it is. Alright, let's see. What can I give Setsuna Shai? He's leveled up. Defense training, offense training, spellcraft. +4 to power the level of his feat. Or Master of Maneuver +2. I guess I'll go for that. So now I can have 5 units in his army. He's out. Can't recruit new units yet. Guess I'll have the Crusader Army 5 go down and join them. Save there.
Oh. So you didn't perceive anything.
Nope. Well, army can't perceive anything. I'd have to go with my characters. I can't fight that garrison with this army here. So I could either go. I can go left and clear the way for Dresden now. Or go north and clear the way for the Heaven's Edge.
I suggest you let it.
Yeah, before I do any of that, let's go. I'll have my party travel to the Chili Creek. A traveling merchant! Alright, what could ever go wrong with meeting a traveling merchant? Is it Skeleton Man? Did he come back? It's Skeleton Man!
Move out.
Oh yeah, it is! Skeleton Man! Alright. A skeleton is walking across the waste. He moves with pep in his step, humming a tune. His skull bobs in chorus with the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, nightmarish horses of flame and shadow draw a cart loaded with valuable-looking items. Upon seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there. Or is this what days look like in your world wound? Can't really tell, but no matter. Be it day or night, the skeletal salesman always has the best deals you can find anywhere. He proudly sweeps his bony hand over the goods in his cart. As a rule, I offer a free sample of my merchandise to every new customer, and I try to tailor my wares to the individual. Say I meet a kitsune, then I can crack a joke about how I'd offer them a free potion of Fox's cunning. But they must have enough of that already. The customer feels flattered, they take the sample, and I've immediately established a rapport. But dealing with humans is hard. You can't joke about their horns, or their fox-like features. Still, I know what I can offer you as a free sample. Something that suits you perfectly. Would you like it? Well, fine. Give me your free sample. Here you go. Take it. A heroic gift for a heroic person. Scroll of heroism greater. Well, that's nice. Okay, what do you sell here? Oh, I have the widest choice of merchandise. Right now, I've got a fine selection of magical, mystical spell thingies. Everything a wizard could want. By the way, could you advise me what would sell best in these parts now? I have a choice of exotic wares from faraway lands. Then there is the personal protection equipment, and a whole arsenal for a hunter. Alright. The best-selling goods right now are exotic wares from faraway lands, or personal protection equipment, items from a hunter's arsenal, magical, mystical spell thingies. Let's see. I don't know.
What do you want now?
I'd like a new longsword. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to say so I can get that.
Go with exotic weapon.
This is exotic wares, not weaponry.
Yeah, exactly. Go for that. And maybe it'll have a sword.
If that's exotic wares, then what the fuck? What the hell is supposed to be the hunter's arsenal?
Hunter's arsenal, bow, quivers, armor for the pet, crap like that. And in special gear, you can put.
I know armor's going to be personal protection equipment.
I'm talking about for the animal.
Personal protection. Oh, personal protections for armor and weapons?
Armor.
You said exotic wares. Alright, Alright, haven't enough so far. We'll go for this then. Personal protection equipment. Noted. Seek me out on the roads with new goods to buy. Tell me about yourself. I'm a simple man. I keep no secrets. You can see right through me. The skeleton laughs as he knocks on his empty rib cage for emphasis. What would you like to know? How did you become who or what you are? Oh, now that's a story and a half. Listen well and don't repeat my mistakes, or you won't be able to live with yourself. Get it? Alright, moving on. Once I was just like you, exploring all sorts of ruins and filling my pockets with riches, until I stumbled into a Dracolich's lair. That's one scary beast, let me tell you. A lich and a dragon. He would have eaten me whole, had I not suggested a deal. I would sell off all the blades and armors left by previous adventurers. Surely he didn't have much use for all that equipment, but he could earn a tidy sum of gold. Surprisingly, he agreed, but that didn't save my life. Instead, he just turned me into a walking pile of bones. And what do you know? That was just the beginning of my troubles. For a long time, I wandered the river kingdoms, peddling wares until I met one devious scoundrel. At first glance, he looked decent enough, decked out in armor, clearly a paladin. He asked me where my master's lair was. Obviously, he wasn't the first to take an interest, but the Dracolich was no slouch. He put an enchantment on me so that I couldn't even remember the lair's location. However, this knight turned out to be quite the wizard too. I'm no expert in magic, but basically, he offered to perform a ritual that would reveal the location of my master's lair. Then, he and his pals would kill the Dracolich and give me my freedom, plus half of the hoard. Sounds like a sweet deal, huh? So I agreed like a fool. He showed me the contract and it seemed alright to me, and so I just signed it right then and there. We conducted the ritual and the knight found out where my master was hiding, by looking at some astral tracks or whatnot. Long story short, they killed the Dracolich. The knight offered me my half of the treasure as promised. And then, as per the terms of our contract, he demanded payment for the ritual's components. For my freedom, and then there were taxes, excise fees, and fines. Before I knew it, I had to give him all of my loot and still couldn't even cover my debt. And so he offered me a way to repay it by working as before, for his master this time. Thus I'm still traveling, peddling, and all that, until I earn every last coin that I owe him. And you know what? To pay off that kind of sum, I'm pretty sure I'll have to keep working for him until Groatus brings the end times. Fuck.
Wait, who's the master?
Now that's a story, isn't it? Someday I might even write a tragic play about myself. I'll call it Undeath of a Salesman. As for the moral, with a professional air, The skeleton holds up one white finger. The moral of my story is this: watch what you sign. That lesson is free. For the rest of what's in this fine cart, you'll have to pay in gold. Who is your new master? Did I tell you the knight looked like a paladin? Well, he wasn't anything of the sort. On the contrary, he was a servant of Mammon, the archdevil of avarice. The skeleton slightly opens his mouth to reveal a single azure coin among the gold. The coin is stamped with the disdainful visage of a devil. That's the one he sold to me, guts and all. Although by then I had no guts really. Now, at least if somebody asks me where my master's lair is, I can honestly say Erebus, the third layer of hell, palace of the royal treasurer, entrance by appointment only. Oh, I didn't get the Lich Path. I can't say this. I have an option, but only if I have the Lich Mythic Path unlocked.
Oh. You serve me now.
Erebus. Hell's third layer is known as Erebus, an endless dungeon beneath the infernal city of Dis. It is here that the archdevil Mammon keeps Hell's books, accounting for all that is spent in the infernal realm. Alright. Do you want me to try to free you from this curse? No thanks. The skeleton waves you away with both hands. Been there, done that, only made things worse. I've had enough help. I'll make do. Do you trade with everyone? Crusaders and demon worshippers alike? You bet. What do I care about which side of yours is winning anyway? Both are buying my wares. Business is booming. Everybody needs a weapon and a good set of armor. You sell one thing, the next day they bring it back all ragged and full of holes looking for a replacement. Sure, this war will probably end one day. Maybe the Crusaders will finally patch up that abyssal hole. Or maybe this whole region will fall through it. That's when I'll pack up and go elsewhere. Golarion is a big place. I can always find new customers. Thank you for your answers. You're very welcome. Talking is easier than dragging a cart. I can wag my tongue all day for free, even though I don't have one. Okay, show me your wares. Let's see, the skeleton joyfully rattles the coins in his skull. Here, take a good look. Pick anything you like. Buy all of it. Poor guy.
Not really. He's not poor.
You know what I mean. Let's see, shock quarterstaff. Bracers of armor +4. Oh crap, I don't think I can really afford anything here. Let's see what he's got though. A Haramaki. Light armor. The fuck is this? Okay, whatever. Resistance +3. Headband of Charisma.
But +4 or +6?
Oh, they're +2s. Flaming crossbow, light crossbow +2. Few scrolls. Nothing too grand. Not that I can afford more than half of it. Yeah, he sells a scroll of raised dead. Can't afford it. Alright. Let's see. Why, it's you again. Good to see you. I do love repeat customers. It's a shame they don't live long in these parts. Have a look, and don't be stingy. Take your pick, no penny pinching. And when you're all out of money, get some more. Then come find me again. I'm always around here somewhere, or maybe over there. Or if you're really unlucky, I'll be way over there. Alright, no, that's it. Yeah, I don't need anything right now. Yeah, what can you do? There's a war raging here, so I'll have no shortage of customers. If you don't buy anything, then your enemies will. It's a disgustingly realistic way of looking at things.
Head on.
Yeah, there's nothing in this.
Lords of War.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright. Well, to be honest, we spent enough time here and it's getting late. So we have to go. I will be on Monday. Probably early. And going for the evening, I'll be streaming Wrath of the Righteous. Thanks for coming by, everybody who got a chance to stop by. And I will see you Monday. And until then, take care.